Oke, halo semuanya. Kembali lagi dengan gua di sini. Wall, dan pada kali ini gua akan streaming Genshin lagi ya teman-teman. Kita nerusin cerita si Xilonen kemarin ya. Karena gua masih belum tahu gimana kelanjutannya gitu. Oh, di sini lihat kuning, Bro. Kuning ya karena gua jauhin si datanya. Oke, kita mau kayak kemarin terusin si ceritanya si Xilonen ya. Kalau bisa ngabisin sekarang ini ya. Ya besok gue juga punya kerjaan lagi paginya, jadi ya gue nggak bisa sampai jam 12 malam gitu mungkin ya, karena gue juga butuh istirahat lah. Istirahat yang cukup. Dan minum yang cukup BTW. Jangan lupa untuk minum air putih. Oke. Ini influencer. Apa nih? Sure. Sure. Milih deh. Sure cutie. That's away. That's away. Sure cutie. That's away. Oke, sekarang kita langsung aja ya. Kita ke mana ini? Ini keren banget nih si Leo-nya sekarang ini. Oh, bukan ke sini. Gua mau tahu siapa aja yang on di sini hari ini. Nggak ada sama sekali. Ya, si ini biasalah. Oke, sekarang kepencet biasalah. Masih belum ter apa tuh? Biasa gitu sama pencatannya di PC. Jadi gua mau ini juga belajar juga sih. Mau membiasain lah. Nah, sekarang kita ke mana? Kita ke mapnya si Xilonen karena kemarin itu gua stop. Nah, ini ya. Oke, kita ke TP Reich. All through the devices are scattered across the fiat, seemingly forming certain order. Ini si teleport ini seemingly forming certain order. People on the continent see them as ancient gimmicks. They are accustomed to their existence despite not knowing their purpose. To the foreign traveler, however, their function becomes quite apparent. To the foreign traveler, however, their function become quite apparent. Jadi untuk orang lain ini ya, misteri apa tuh batu-batu gini. Ini untuk orang lain ya, untuk orang-orang di Teviat ini kayak semacam oh ini seorang barang-barang ancient dan lain sebagainya. Ini barang-barang zaman dahulu dan gua dan orang-orangnya nggak tahu ini apa untuk apa dan lain sebagainya. Tapi untuk si traveler ini sangatlah berguna banget sih, terutama foreign traveler. Jadi traveler di intinya apa, traveler yang berkelana gitu di luar Teviat gitu, khusus untuk orang Teviat, khusus untuk orang luar Teviat gitu. Kuat no, kuat no. Saya males. Padahal gak kuat coy, padahal gak kuat. Dan nih ya, kayak kadang itu agak lelet ya karena emang sinyalnya tuh gila. Gua nggak tahu kenapa sinyalnya kayak gitu sih. Apa gara-gara jendela ya? Nggak percaya kan? Bah, nggak percaya. 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 Oke, nice. Gue mau buka pintunya. Ini karena panggah kuning aja, jadi ya gitulah. Gue mau buka jendelanya dulu ya. Wait a minute. Tetep aja. Enggak lumayan. Oh, tetep aja cuy. Gue nggak tahu nih apa masalahnya. Oke. Oke. Nice. Sekarang oke, gue lihat gimana setupannya di sini. Nice. Ini cemerlang. Dan ya ini juga oke lah, sangat baik katanya di sini. Oh, oke. Oke, sekarang kita ke Xilonen. Oh no, jangan pakai ini, bro. Oh, ini pakai settingan high ah. Gini. Bentar, gua lihat dulu settingannya gimana. Medium aja lah, nggak usah high. Custom cuy. Siapa yang bikin custom, bro? Medium aja. Udah ini udah lumayan keren ini. Medium cuy. Medium udah lumayan keren. Ngapain? Nggak usah high lah. Nggak usah custom gitulah. Nah. Oh, itu ada si kita collect dulu ya. Mana nih?
Taking a stroll in the middle of a downpour certainly rouses the spirit. But it's best to dry your clothes as soon as possible after the rain stops.
Tadi gue masih belum bodo amat lah. Kok agak lemot gini ya? Kenapa ya? Mungkin ada apa gitu? Nggak ada aplikasi yang lain gitu? Nggak ada. Jadi ya oke lah. Kayaknya mungkin kurang panas nih. Oke. Kita harus masuk ke sini ya. Oke, kita masuk dulu ya. Di luar, soalnya di luar hujan di sini. Let's go to the story, man.
Sorry, Nechka's illness has been flaring up recently, so I was up for a few nights.
Sorry. Nature illness has been flaring up recently, so I was up for a few nights. Jadi ini nggak tidur, jadi karena Nesha illness, penyakitnya Nesha ini sungguh apa tuh parah gitu ha. Semakin hari semakin parah gitu si Trazoli, si ibunya ini. Dia sampai nggak tidur ya. Gitulah kasih sayang seorang ibu mungkin ya, di HP, di real life, di ya mungkin gitu sih.
I suddenly started to feel dizzy in the
Nah,
sun.
suddenly started to feel dizzy in the sun. I hope I don't scare you. Ya, saking dia khawatirnya, saking dia telatennya jaga si anaknya ini, si Niska ini, dia sampai nggak nyentuh matahari. Ya katanya dia merasa dizzy gitu, saking dia terus di rumah gitu ya. Intinya gitulah. Oh, si Xilonen. Oh, free to meet.
Please wait a moment.
Have a seat. I will fetch you a few cups of hot water. Please wait a moment. Nah, katanya kita
I've already brought them over.
disuruh
This
nunggu
cup's for
gitu.
you, Auntie. And these are for you too.
I've already brought them over. This cup's for you, Aunt Razoli, and these are for you too. Oke, thank you banget Xilonen. Kau orangnya perhatian juga ya si Xilonen ya. Karena kenapa ya? Karena dia ini si ibunya tadi kan kayaknya udah lelah banget lah, tapi si Xilonen itu langsung sergap gitu, oh ini gak usah repot-repot, gua aja, ini gua yang bikin, ini gua udah bikinin. Jadi seorang yang perseptif ini si Xilonen nih ya.
Chocolate? What does it taste like? I've heard that it can be pretty bitter. Traveler, could you give it a try first?
Social. What does this taste like? I'm sure that it can be pretty bitter. Well, could you give it a try first? Could you give it a try first? Nah, Soril katanya si Paimon, Social itu katanya agak bitter, agak pahit gitu. Jadi dia nyuruh si traveler ini untuk ngerasain pertama kali.
Oh, don't worry.
Don't
Auntie
worry.
always adds a lot of sugar. It won't be bitter.
Oh, katanya gitu. Oh, katanya ini udah dikasih gula, jadi nggak mungkin itu pahit.
The last time you came to visit, you were still just a kid. But now you're a pillar of the children of Echoes. No, of all Natlan even.
Ya, katanya ini udah lama banget ini nggak visit sini si Trazoli ini ya. Katanya terakhir visit itu terakhir ngindangin terakhir kesini gitu. Katanya masih kecil gitu. Dan sekarang, lihatlah si Xilonen sekarang ini sekarang udah menjadi seorang pilar, bro. Pilar-pilar dari tribe Children of Echoes, dari suku situ. Dan
Well, it's
kebanyakan
all
juga
thanks to
dan
the drinks I
Natlan
had
juga.
here and the books I happen to read.
We heard that you two are from the same tribe, but Paimon had no idea you were so close.
When I was little, my parents were always talking about how skilled Auntie was at forging ancient names and how she was a good role model for the rest of us.
Nah, ini dulu ternyata ini orangnya sangat pandai banget untuk nge-craft si ancient names atau si wercome yang tadi yang kemarin kita udah bahas si wercome-nya itu. Nah, ya ini dulu ini sangatlah role model lah bagi si Xilonen dan yang lain gitu di seluruh tribes, legend gitulah ini. Tapi sekarang dia udah enggak lagi karena entahlah mungkin masih belum diceritain.
The moment I became idle at home, they would toss me into Auntie's workshop to watch and learn.
Tuh katanya ini sangat belajar banyak lah dari si Auntie Trazoli lah gitu.
Then I would have your parents go back, boil you a pot of chocolate, and let you play in the house.
Mereka bernostalgia gitu. Ini setelah kita kayak ini setelah gua ajarin kali kamu gini dan lain sebagainya, si Xilonen gini dan lain sebagainya. Ya biasanya kita merebus khoswatil ini sejenis minuman dan ya kemudian bermain di rumah gitu.
Yeah, and then I would drink and listen to you banging away with your tools in the workshop.
Ya, intinya
But eventually,
mereka
she moved out of the
bernostalgia
tribe to
gitu.
find some more space, and I didn't have the chance to visit again after that.
But why did you seem so familiar with the place when you went to the kitchen for the drinks just now?
Because the layout of this place is identical to her old house.
Oke, nice. Lumayan lah, nice setup lah. Tapi nggak ada di situ. Halo bang, kamu ganti di sini. Tapi nggak ada bro di sini. Masuk ke sini ya. Bentar. Gua padahal udah siapin si ini. Kenapa nggak ada ya? Chatnya ini. Kayaknya udah beres ya ini. Kenapa nggak ada ya? Sini. Bentar dulu ya. Gua ke Google dulu sini. Seperti biasa gue mau ngecek dulu kenapa nggak bisa. Itu pertanyaannya, kenapa nggak bisa. Padahal udah gue setting ya di YouTube Studio sini. Kemudian gue live sini kan, nanti konten sini. Dan gue kan sekarang lagi live ya. Jadi ini ya, jadi gue kasih sini. Nah, ini kalau lagi di streaming tapi gue nggak pengen gitu. Gua mau ini tindakan chat di sini, gua copy ininya, gua copy ke sini, dan gua ke sini lagi, gua ke live chat, kemudian gua copy semuanya, Ctrl V. Udah sini kan? Kenapa nggak bisa? Oke. Apa gara-gara gua ngupdate Nvidia-nya mungkin? This is so really, I don't understand at all about this kind of thing, really. But yeah, whatever. Mungkin gua akan coba lagi besok. Ya, sekarang ya udah, sekarang kita lanjutin aja lah. Oke lah, mungkin kita lanjutin aja tanpa chat di sini. Sorry ya. Gue bener-bener nggak tahu bro di sini. Apa yang salah ya? Sialan. Oke, langsung aja.
Let me
Lanjutin.
see. Yeah. That should be Nichka's bedroom then.
That's right. I remember you used to hunker down in the room to read and draw, but you're all grown up now. Even if you wanted to live here, I'm afraid you've already outgrown Nechka's bed.
Selena seems just like another sister to Nisha.
That's how Nechka sees Xilonen too. Whenever she's feeling better, she always asks me when her pen pal sister will be coming to visit.
Diharap-harap nih si Xilonen sama si Niska.
Well, yeah, I'm here now. And even brought a gift as an apology. I'll leave the book here.
You said Nechka asked you for the book? I hope it wasn't too much trouble to get. Really, Maybe I've been too strict with her. She's obviously starting to like her big sister more than her own mother.
Oh, really? Well, I'd say I really haven't done enough to deserve the title of Big Sister. Yeah, I wasn't able to help her when she was sick, and I didn't even come and visit her that many times. Well, the only thing I have...
Don't be too hard on yourself, Xilonen. You have great responsibilities as the name engraver of the tribe. We both know you are far too busy to take care of her. The responsibilities on your shoulders also became far heavier when I gave up on my work.
Ya katanya gitu, katanya. Makanya kenapa kalau kalian masih muda, belajarlah segalanya gitu. Nanti ya kalau kalian udah tua, jadi kalian bisa responsibility everything. Responsibility kamu banyak banget, tanggung jawab kamu banyak banget di situ. Maka dari itu kenapa kalau masih muda ya belajar apapun itu. Nah itu sama si Lunen tuh, dia bisa menggantikan posisinya si ini, si siapa, si Slazoli ini. Ya karena kenapa? Karena ya gitu. Makanya kenapa ini advice gua aja lah.
You just had more important things to tend to, Auntie. No one in the tribe blames you. We all know that Nechka needs her mother's care.
But that doesn't change the fact that I gave up on my work. And even now, I'm sorry to leave you to shoulder all the responsibilities alone, Xilonen.
Oh.
Whoa, why so
Kayaknya
somber
gitu.
all of a sudden?
Oh, katanya.
Don't be so sad, everyone.
I don't know why, but
Gotten better lately?
when I see like, oh, it's remind me something. It's remind me something like, cute or oh look at that. Oh, that's so cute. Look at that. Oh, that's so adorable. Look at that. Oh, that's so sad. Jadi kayak oh itu kayak apa sih? Oh pasti itu. Entahlah itu apa sih, ekspresi apa itu? Atau emang itu cuman kayak suatu expression gitu? I don't know either. Tapi ya emang banyak banget orang kayak gitu. Kalau mungkin orangnya ekspresif, jadi ya itu kayak setiap hari gitu. Ya gitulah intinya. So what's on all of a sudden? Kenapa sedih? Kenapa sedih, bre? Tiba-tiba. Oh, don't be sad, everyone. Hasn't nature gotten better lately?
Oh,
Relax, Auntie. I can handle it work. But
once
once it's back on the feet, you still got better world. Let me have a
Let
vacation.
me have a vacation.
Katanya gitu.
You'll be the one who's busy then. And I'll be sitting at the side drinking chocolatl.
If that day really comes, you can have as much chocolatl as
That's
you
good
like.
line to confront the people. That's good line to confront the people. Nah, makanya kenapa gitulah intinya. Lu kalau ini ya si orangnya ini si apa? Kalian punya temen gitu atau kalian punya suatu senior gitu, kalau mungkin orangnya kayak mengasihani diri sendiri terus mengasihani kamu gitu, kamu ya oke, kamu kayak playing aja bro, oke santai aja bro, ntar kalau lu udah sembuh gua juga seneng gantian lu yang kerja gitu, jadinya apa bisa mood positifnya masih ada di situ gitu sih, masih oke lah, masih keren gitu, masih masih gitu, jadi nggak sedih banget lah, jadi ya that's good line Xilonen.
If you asked me before, but now that she's gradually recovering, I've also gained some courage. Nechka's illness actually originates from the abyss.
From the abyss, katanya gitu, katanya dari abyss.
That night, I was in the tribe,
Having a discussion after the forging new Genshin names. Before we could finish our discussion, the alarm started to ring aside. A hard monster from the abyss suddenly attacked the tribe. So everyone banded together and defended them off. I joined the fray as well. And it was not until the monster were pulled that I get back home with some guard from the tribe. But Nechka was gone.
Nechka was gone.
Nah, katanya gitu, katanya ada satu serangan gitu di tribe-nya. Dan mereka pun Nexa sama ibunya itu nggak bergandengan tangan, jadi ya gitulah. I can't remember how long I spent searching for her. Maybe for 2 or 3 days. In the end, we found it at the bottom of Short Cliff. She was holding a dried up person flower in her hand.
And there were traces of abyssal corruption around her wounds.
She was holding, sangatlah menyedihkan bagi ibunya ya, melihat si anaknya ini terluka gitu. Ya mungkin itu insting seorang natural mother. I don't know.
I know. It was all my fault. Before the incident, Nechka had asked if I could forge an ancient... Work was busy at the time, so I told her that if she could find an embercore flower, I would use it as material to forge her an ancient name. Oh, Nechka, my daughter. My Nechka. I was holding her in my arms, but no matter how many times I called her name, she wouldn't open her eyes and look at me.
That's pretty sad, man. So Nesha is blind
I was the one
because
who
of that,
decided to
because
move
of
her
abyssal
to the
corrosion,
outskirts of our tribe
because of
forward.
abyssal.
And I was the one who left her home alone. Oh, my daughter. My Nechka.
Whoa, hey! It's okay, right? Nechka's getting better. She already has the strength to write letters now, doesn't she? Xilonen has even
Is he
brought her
blind
in.
or it's just something like this? I don't know. Things will get better.
Sorry. I just can't control myself whenever I remember that time. Phew. Alright. It's not every day that we get guests. I really shouldn't be... I asked someone to buy some ingredients for me. So, why don't you stay for dinner tonight? I'll make some shrimp bisque, grilled fish and mint sauce, and tower tacos.
Gua kalau di real life ya, misal kalau ada orang kayak gini terus nawarin setelah dia ngomong dia tuh yang malang, nasibnya yang malang, anaknya yang malang, gua nggak nerima bro ini. Gua nggak nerima karena pastinya itu kan punya ada uangnya kan ya, jadi gua nggak nerima kalau emang ini ada di real life gitu. Tapi ya kalau di sini ya kita apresiasi aja lah.
Like a lot to make, and we don't want you to tire yourself out.
Let me flex my cooking skill. That's good line, Ira. Ya gitulah. Let me flex my cooking skill.
Thank you both, but don't worry. It's just a few dishes. I'll be fine.
Jadi line-nya gitu. Kalau misal ada orang yang malang, ada orang ketimpa itu dan sebagainya, ketimpa kemalangan gitu, sedih dan sebagainya, makanya kenapa? Kalau dia nawar sesuatu, bantu bro. Mending bantu. I will help you. I don't wanna you get sad. I don't wanna you sad anymore. I want you happy. I want to do this. Everyone has second chance. So that's why. Gitu. That's gonna be really nice.
You three just need to make sure everything gets eaten up. I can't eat a lot at this age.
Oh, we haven't had anything to eat yet, so don't worry. We'll make sure there are no leftovers.
That's appreciative. I promise the plates will be picked clean.
It just occurred to me that Xilonen likes to eat cheesy crab hot pot. Why don't I make that instead of the grilled fish?
Both are fine with me. I've learned to just chew up the fish bones now.
Oh, come on now. If you don't want to pick out the bones, I can just... Anyway, for dessert, would you like a cup
of green fruit.
Chocolate.
How about a cup of green fruit mixed with chocolate?
Okay, got it. I'll go start cooking, but could you do me a favor in the meantime? I ordered a bunch of ingredients, and they should be here any minute now. Would you go check by the door and see if they were already here? If
Okay.
so, Please bring them in.
Kayaknya ini kita akan musuh
Come
gitu.
on, Xilonen. Stop lying around. You shouldn't nap before dinner. It'll...
Hey, I'm not a kid anymore, you know. You don't have to worry about my appetite.
That's
Appetite.
beside the
Kalau
point.
kalian belum tahu
If you don't
appetite
watch
itu
out for
apa?
your health
Appetite
while
itu
you're
kayak
still young, then
biasanya
when
si
you get older,
bahasa
you'll-
Prancis lah. Bahasa Prancis gitu. Dan ya kalau di bahasa Inggris kan itu apa sih bang? Appetite itu kayak dishes atau mungkin makanan gitu, makanan yang udah jadi gitu. Nah makanya kenapa untuk intinya masakan lah appetite, makanan yang gua akan makan gitu. Bon appetite, selamat makan, selamat menikmati makanan yang kita makan, nah yang akan kita makan. Intinya gitulah kurang lebih. That's beside the point. If you don't watch for your health while you're still young, then when you get older you will
Alright,
I'm getting up.
up.
Alright, I'm getting up. Katanya gitu, katanya
We'll go check on the
mau
ingredients with Xilonen.
mau diceramain tapi dia ngomong alright gitu. We will go check on the green with Xilonen. It's not so far, so it's gonna take us long.
That kid.
Oke, kayaknya ini dibegal sama Abis atau gimana gitu. I don't know. Kita keluar rumah. Bre. Yoi. Leave house F. Sikilku keringgingan jadi ya. Sikilku keringgingan, bro. Oke, sekarang kita selonjorin di sini. I hope you understand my condition now. Ya, katanya gitu, katanya oh ini
Time to go.
paling ya ada si siapa tuh? Si Saurian yang halang gitu mungkin. Oh ternyata makanannya di situ diganggu sama si Saurian atau mungkin treasure hoarder mungkin aja.
No one's come to deliver the ingredients yet. Paimon thought we'd see someone come flying down on a...
A messenger from the Scions of the Canopy wouldn't be flying here. They usually come climbing down the cliffs nearby. No need to look. There isn't anyone on the cliffs.
I just saw a ghost.
Kan gue udah tahu.
Hey, you there. Sorry.
Oh, are you the one who's supposed to deliver the ingredients?
Ingredients? Are you kidding? Never mind that now. Those monsters are still...
Xilonen, we... Whoa, she's already gone up to fight the monsters? Let's go help her up!
Easy peasy bro. Kita coba aja di tim ini lagi bre. Mumpung ada sini, gua pengen aja set. Ini gua key aja langsung. Dan kompas ini. Lah. Kompas ini. Oke. 5. Berapa? 57. Apaan bro tadi bro?
Alright, that should be it for the monsters. Yeah, was easier than I thought.
57.000 si Xilonen bro. Man, aku butuh banget lah caranya ini. Gila, butuh ikut kudu lah. Kudu lah coy, kudu lah ya. Kudu lah. Wajib oleh. Oke lah.
Oh, it also seems we're in good luck. The goods weren't...
Strange, we didn't see any monsters on the way here.
Yeah, right. I use this road to deliver goods. It's the main road in and out of the tribe. So I don't know what happened, but it seems like all the monsters around here have gone berserk. Even the docile headless are in a frenzy.
I like Natlan music, man. Really remind me of something that doesn't exist at all. I don't know what happened, but it seemed like all the monster around here have gone berserks. Even the Doshil the Blizzard are in frenzy.
Sole doesn't even forge ancient names anymore. So why can't she just move back to the... If she comes back, Nachiko will even be able to find some playmates. She's so young and hasn't even,
Bentar.
Nachiko's playmates.
Baterainya habis, bro.
No, wait, I
Baterainya
feel like my
habis di sini,
kids
jadi gua kayaknya
played with her before. They've even told me about Nachiko's favorite game. If I remember right, it was...
Oh, ini supply mates. No wait, I feel like my kids have played with her before. They have told me about Nika's favorite game. If I remember right, it was. Oke, gimana sekarang? Ntar gue lihat dulu ya, gimana. Oke lah, nice lah, oke lah, nggak masalah kayak gini. Ya, yang penting kelihatan lah muka gua. Oke, yang penting kelihatan muka gua. Bodo amat kayak gimana, tapi ya gitulah. Hey, no, we are talking, man.
Strange. I always remembered it before.
How could I forget all of a sudden?
How could I...
Look at that!
But
He
he
has
has
a
basic
Blaze Gem
inscriptions
inscription
too. So locks on your problem. Seem to got marker for this inscription.
You should go back to the tribe. It seems like you had quite the scare today. I'll carry these bags, and you two can carry the rest.
Oh, sure. Pyra can take care of these grapefruit that's...
If you
Yes,
say
of
so.
course, man.
Thank you so much.
You say so. Thank you
I
so
guess
much.
today's just a really
Yes, today
bad day
is
for
just
me to
really
go
bad day
outside.
for me to go outside.
That's so weird.
That's so weird. Why is everyone we are around today having trouble remembering stuff? And they're all carrying Blazgum inscription.
Heimat's not sure how to say it, but she's got a strange feeling about this. Like it's all somehow related.
Katanya gitu, katanya semuanya tuh kayak relate banget, bro. Ada kenapa sih kok ada trouble goods gitu, maksudnya trouble memory gitu di sini. Padahal ya, dan itu mereka tuh pasti memiliki kesamaan gitu, kesamaan seperti mereka membawa glass gem atau terus kemudian ya gitulah intinya. Ada kemiripan. Jadi ini kayak sesuatu gitu, kayak ada sesuatu yang aneh. Once you live long enough, you will eventually start experiencing strange days like this.
Let's bring the
Let's bring
ingredients back.
Oke. Kita dapat goods-nya dan kita sekarang pulang ya ke rumahnya Tlazoli untuk memasak-masak. Untuk ke cooking, man. We are going to cooking right now. We're gonna have a cook. We are gonna no. Bukan di sini loh. Rumahnya tuh di bawah, bukan di atas, bukan di bawah. Ah, bro, aku mau. Oh, come on, man. Tak sembur aku. Ya dasmu. Kita itu banget ini.
Let's light it up! Everybody stand back! Shower me with praise!
Come on. Nah, muter kan kon. Guys, aku pengen iki sih. Pengen olah cuy, Xilonen bro, alah oleh Xilonen lah ya, please lah cuy. Aku pengen oleh bro. Soalnya ya, ini penting banget. Drone mang damage cuy. Oke, ini keberapa nih? Dori 10 15 dari Dori iki kita itu kita bariki senjata. Soalnya apa enggak? Nah, Dori terus Dori tai emang. 8 9 10. Nah, iki wes olah 50. Please lah, saya siji oleh siji sekeloro. Please oleh Gak telu, please oleh bro, please oleh. Gak telu. Kampret. Ganti iki. Telu, seket papat. Ngapain cuy membeli ini? Seket telu, seket papat. Seket papat ya, ini 54 ini. Oke, bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Kampret. Ada primo. Habis.
Melusines are beautiful
54
creatures.
kurang mah.
They are the pride of Fontaine. Be sure to be friendly and cause them
Kalau ada
no
Xilonen no. Zero resisten bro. Tadi lihat bro. 50-40 bro sampean gila kan. Kampret emang.
Ah, you're finally back. What's...
Oh, yeah, we ran into some.
All right. As long...
Oke, katanya dia masak ini after cooking for some times.
Oh, there's so much tasty food.
Luwe bro aku mali.
Amazing, Closoli.
Wow, there's so much tasty food. You're amazing, Plazoli.
They were all pretty simple dishes to make. Don't be shy. Dig in, everyone.
Begin everyone. They're all pretty simple dishes to make ya. Ini cuman makanan yang gampang dibuat lah. Jangan malu-malu, jangan sungkan-sungkan. Makan aja. Santap aja teman-teman. Semuanya di sini. No flying on the table, Paimon.
Paimon can't reach that dish. Can you give Paimon some? Come on, come on.
No flying. That's the
Oh,
rules.
yeah. Can I get another serving, please?
You're done already? Do you even chew when you're eating?
Of course. Didn't I say that I chew up the fish bones?
Oh,
I'll have just one more fish and leave the rest for Nechka.
one more fish and leave the rest for
It's
Nisha.
okay. Just go ahead and eat all you'd like. Nachka can't eat these dishes anyway.
Gua lapar bro.
Her body is too weak to digest these kinds of things. I'll just make some broth for her.
Padahal ini aja loh, masakan ini aja weak bro, masih nggak bisa untuk mencerna katanya tuh, nggak bisa mencerna bro, tubuhnya nggak bisa mencerna makan-makannya kayak gitu si Nesca. Orangnya weak banget nih kayaknya. I will just make some broth ini apa gua tahu. Broth apa tuh broth? Kita lihat Google aja broth. Gua pengen tahu aja sih broth itu apa. Broth dishes. Bro, dishes, man, come on. Apa sih broth dishes sih? Kenapa namanya broth? Oh, soup, bro, sup, brokoli mungkin. Nah, nggak tahu sih. Intinya yang di Nesca itu biasanya makan brokoli, bukan brokoli, sup gitulah. Sup, bro, sup, brokoli. Gua coba lihat. Intinya yang di Nesca biasanya makan brokoli, bukan brokoli, sup. Gila kan? Intinya ya suaranya nih nggak boleh deket sama si mic. HP gua nggak boleh deket sama mic. That's the rules. Karena kalau gua deket sama micnya, ini akan suaranya nggak akan muncul. Gua lihat. Intinya ya suaranya nih nggak boleh deket sama si kalau gue deket sama linknya ini akan suaranya nggak akan muncul. Oke. Wah, kayak gini aja lah. Gimana kalau gue setengah gini? Apakah ini akan gimana kalau setupnya begini di YouTube? Oke sih, lumayan sih. Cuman bringosku aja sih yang kayak ya gitulah.
Oh no, but Paimon thought she'd already recovered from her illness.
But Paimon thought she had already recovered from her
Injuries
illness.
caused by the abyss cannot be undone. The doctor said the fact that she's stable is... But it's okay. Nechka can talk to me now and can even hold my hand, even if she will never again know that I am her mother.
What do you mean?
The doctor said the abyss has had an irreversible effect on Nechka's soul. She's lost all her memories from before she was injured. The doctor also said this sort of memory loss isn't like simply forgetting something. Rather, she can no longer remember anything from before that fateful day.
Itu sih. Jadi ya naas banget lah. Misal hari ini dia mempunyai suatu kenangan yang keren, yang indah dan sebagainya. Besoknya dia lupa. Besoknya dia lupa gitu.
Wait, how does that happen?
I don't know, Paimon.
You know about the woven scrolls that the Masters of the Nightwind use to well, generally speaking, forgetting things is like when the woven scrolls would gradually start to fade. As long as you repaint and weave the threads again, the faded memories will come back to life. But the case of Nechka's memory loss is as if her woven scroll had been cut in two, and the portion of the past was the books she loved to read, the flowers she took joy to grow, and the time she spent in this house were all cut off by the abyss, and can never be retrieved again. As one example of that, Nechka now only sees me as a strange, unfamiliar auntie who claims to be her mother.
Because of memory loss. That's kind of sad.
She's a good kid, and doesn't want to upset this lady who's been taking care of her so much, so she still calls me Mom. But I've always had a feeling that she's constantly wondering about things like, where is her real mother? Why is she stuck here in this house? Nechka really has no idea that her real mother is right in front of her.
So you plan on recreating Nechka's woven scroll all by yourself?
What do you mean?
Aku nggak paham, bro. What do you mean by that? Woven scroll? Buat apa, cuy?
Or should I say, you've already started reweaving that scroll long ago.
Oh, ini kayaknya. Itu kayaknya, bro. Jadi, oh, I see. Blossom
The
scam
delivery
description.
guys. I saw it hanging from his waist, so I asked to borrow it from him. Don't worry, I'll return the inscription to him once we've figured everything out. These things aren't cheap, after all.
When did you know?
Yeah, I noticed it back when blaze gem inscriptions suddenly became popular among the tribe. It was then that I also noticed that everyone wearing blaze gem inscriptions had very traveler. You've picked up on it too, haven't you? Accessories made using ancient names forging techniques. For what's only supposed to be a pretty souvenir, this inscription contains a phlogiston engraving. The shapes and patterns of these engravings are also identical to that of an ancient name. By making just a few slight adjustments to the layout and connections of the main pattern, you can pretty much qualify. And yet, you've never told anyone about these engravings in the blaze gem inscriptions that can be activated at any... Am I right, Auntie?
I knew you were a sharp one, Xilonen. That's right. I have a way to cure Nechka and restore all her memories. It's actually, I want to forge an ancient name for Nechka that contains all of her past memories.
And the reason they must be approved by the yoww is because the memories they bear are all stored within the ley lines.
The reason they must be approved by the yoww is because the memories they bear are all stored within the ley lines.
Extracting
Extracting those memories from the ley lines
requires the yoww's assistance.
require the yoww assistance. Apaan sih? Oke, langsung aja kita translate. Mengekstrak memori dari ley lines itu membutuhkan yoww assistant, bro. Lu gak bisa sendirian. Yoww ini.
But your plan wouldn't need you to do any of that, right, Auntie?
But your plan won't need you to do that, right, County? Jadi ini reckless banget lah ini. Kayaknya, gue putus asa sama ini. Jadi ini yang gue mau, ini yang gue plan gitu.
Your blaze gem inscriptions will help you complete that part of your plan in the ley line's place. You will use the inscriptions to form a massive memory bank for Nechka. And the ancient names you're trying to forge will be used to extract corresponding memories from the memory bank.
A memory bank? Wait, so the reason all those people were having trouble remembering stuff is because
Using other people's memories of Nechka to reconstruct her past? This is the first time I've heard of such an idea.
Oh, jadi dia mengumpulkan beberapa gitulah. Beberapa memori gitu, memori yang hilang dari si Neska ini ya. Ya, dan ini kayak ini si Xilonen ngomong gini, "Oh, ini baru pertama kali gua lihat kayak gitu. Ini baru pertama kali gua denger, gua intinya gitulah."
You've seen through my plans, Xilonen. You're as outstanding as ever. Far more brilliant. I intend to use this method to collate all the memories related to Nechka. And
wouldn't extracting memories like that hurt?
not at all. Every time a blaze gem inscription extracts memories, the process is under my precise control. That way, this is the central inscription that controls all the other blaze, which will also soon serve as Nechka's ancient.
You made all of this yourself, Tlasoli?
Yes, it was lots and lots of work. It was truly exhausting. You saw it yourself. I nearly fainted just from being in the sun. I could collapse tomorrow, or even in the next few moments. But Nechka's ancient name is still far. I've solved the issue of storing memories, but I still don't know how to connect Nechka up to this central.
I thought you just modify your own.
I considered it, but this matter doesn't have anything to do with my ancient. It's of no help to me, and I don't need its help.
You know the price to pay for making something like this.
Yes, I do. But as long as I can get my otherwise, Nechka won't have any chance of reclaiming her past once I'm dead and gone.
Oh, katanya gitu. Ini kayak implying atau gimana nih? Imply kalau ini, bro, ancient name ini membuat lu bisa mati, bukan? Mungkin gitu sih. Dan ini otherwise Nessa won't have any chance of reclaiming her past once I'm dead and gone. Gitu sih. Jadi ya dia pengen si Neska ini baik-baik aja. Ini bodo amat kalau dia meninggal dan tidak dikenang sama anaknya sendiri si Neska. Tapi that's not, mungkin ya endingnya nih kayaknya si Neska balik lagi, terus ininya juga balik lagi gitu mungkin. Dan keluarganya bahagia atau mungkin entahlah. Bro, jangan kayak gitu, bro. Iya nggak masalah kan namanya story kan, ya terserah gua mau nebak-nebak atau gimana, terserah gua kan ya.
She won't remember me, and she won't even remember why her name is Nechka. When that time comes, she'll be left to drift around the world all alone, unknowing of where she is my daughter, the one to whom I gave the Nechka name. Whether it be as her mother or as a name engraver, I can't simply stand by and let her name
Xilonen!
I'll take the central inscription with me. I'm going to completely disassemble it to confirm its components and uses. I won't make any promises until I've checked everything. Say goodnight to Nechka for me, Auntie.
Oh, wait. I've also finished the inscriptions for the Traveler in Paimon. I'm sorry it took me so long to finish them.
Hold on, Auntie. The Traveler and Paimon have never met Nechka before, so you can't draw any memories from them.
Yep. Makanya itu.
That wasn't my intention. They're just ordinary gifts. Nechka must have woken up and wants to get out of bed on her own. Nechka, don't try to get out of bed. Just tell Mom if you need anything.
You go ahead and take care of Nechka, Auntie. Let's go, Traveler and Paimon. There are a few things...
Oke.
Let's head back to the tribe first. There's some things I need to get from my workshop. Disassembling the central inscription, it's not gonna be easy.
Yoi. Oke, katanya kita ke Xilonen workshop. Jadi kita ke tempatnya si Xilonen kerja, ruang kerjanya. Dan ya, kita langsung ke teleport karena gua adalah seorang pemalas. Explore males, semuanya males apa coba? Oke. Ini kenapa sih agak lemot gitu kah? Kenapa agak lemot bro? Emang sinyalnya atau gimana nih? Oke, ruang kerja si Xilonen. Here we go.
You two can wait outside for a moment. I just need to go in and grab something. The workshop is a little messy, so unfortunately, I won't be able to show you around.
Mess is what I like the best. Apa artinya tuh?
That's not really what I mean. It's not the mess that's really the problem. It's just that the workshop is cluttered with way too much stuff.
Karena si
Books, files,
Paimon
and
sama
even
si
ancient
Traveler
texts I
ini
got from the
tiap hari
Masters of
kan
the Night Wind.
selalu mengencounter sama setiap permasalahan. Jadi ya, I'm get used to it, my man. Gitulah. It's just that the workshop is cluttered with way too much stuff. Books, files, and even ancient texts I got from Master of the Night Wind.
Everything's
Everything's
piled up
piled
to
to
the
the
ceiling.
ceiling. You probably won't know where to step once you're inside. Ya katanya sangat messy banget bro.
Kachina suffered quite an unfortunate series of events the last time she went inside. Well, I suppose it was my fault for, after entering the workshop, she was shocked to find herself face to face with a massive woven scroll from the Masters of the Night Wind, and then she turned around. She tried to step out of the way, but tripped on a poster tube that was behind her, and then boom! The forging blueprints came crashing.
Oh no!
Let me have her.
She's lucky I noticed in time. I found Kachina in a daze and managed to save her before an entire set of the history of the Children of Echoes was about to bury her. I then dragged her up. Ever since then, Kachina always waits outside the door and doesn't dare take a step in whenever she comes to see me.
Katanya gitu. Sungguh tempat yang majis dan penuh dengan buku-buku yang tidak beraturan. Ya, I would like to know that. Come on.
Yeah, you're an artisan and craftswoman after all. We thought there would be weapons and armor hanging up, but it seems more like a library than a workshop.
Yeah.
My primary work is forging ancient names, which is much trickier than making swords and tools. Aside from you probably
dia
already
tuh
know
punya
that
dua
each
pekerjaan
ancient
gitu.
name
Jadi
represents a
dia
certain
bisa
spirit,
mengancient, dia
behind which are
memahat
countless
suatu
related
ancient name,
stories to support
dan dua
it.
dia juga adalah seorang blacksmith gitulah. Jadi ya hybrid lah. You probably already know that the ancient names represent certain spirits behind which are conceivable about it.
In other words, the essence of an ancient name is the physical manifestation of, and as a name engraver, when I'm working on a new ancient name, I'm not only trying to get, but more importantly, I'm also trying to understand the spirit contained in. To do that, I have to collect as many related stories, but as you might know, people tend to add a lot of extraneous details when it comes to stories about themselves.
Yep.
For stories that have been clearly exaggerated or altered, I must gather other related stories, and this way I can filter out all the absurd and exaggerated details and restore the person's life to its true nature. Only in true stories can you find the authentic spirit, and this is the only way for the spirit to become an ancient name that
We've heard about the kind concept behind ancient names before, but after hearing you explain the details, I can't help but think that ancient names are really powerful.
Well, no matter how powerful ancient names could be, they would never be able to suddenly turn into a... It's just a form of spiritual power that's passed down from generation... Well, take your own name. From the moment you appeared in this world, some person had already prepared a blessing for you, and that person then condensed this blessing into your name and gave it to you as a gift. It may feel like the moment you received your name is already in the past, but it will always stay with you and move with you, and names are blessings for the future from people standing in the past. And with this blessing, people will become more confident as they walk into their future. To put it another way,
Oke,
Oh,
agak complicated mungkin.
If you're alone
Tapi
when
ini
you're walking
kayaknya
in the dark,
kayaknya
it's easy to get scared and
karena ini
tired
gamenya dari
quickly.
Cina, jadi ya kan di Cina tuh banyak nama-namanya gitu. Ping, Xing, Ying, dan itu kan kayak marga-marga gitu. Mungkin ya itu sih. Dan marga-marga tersebut bisa membuat orang kayak percaya diri kalau marganya emang bagus, yang keren dan sebagainya. Tapi marga-marga yang buruk, maksudnya yang di bawah, mungkin itu akan dikasih kayak beberapa ciri khas gitu yang membuat mereka bisa confident gitu. Meskipun seburuk-buruknya, tapi mereka setidaknya ada confident di situ. Tapi itu kayaknya ya oke. Tapi man, come on man. This is the modern area, ya cuma story doang, jadi ya oke lah.
But if someone else is walking with you, then it won't be nearly as scary. And, well, you might still get tired, but it'll still be a whole lot better than walking alone.
Yoi.
Traveler always has Paimon by his side, though, so he'll never have to worry.
Smalling.
Oh, Paimon sure many wish they could be in your shoes, Traveler. Paimon's always flying. Of course it gets tiring. But we're getting off topic. We can talk about that later.
Anyway, this is what Clisoli told me when I was training as a name engraver. And to be
Name
honest,
engraver.
I've only understood 20% of what she said at most. I've never been able to figure...
Doesn't that mean you basically don't get...
Well, that's not entirely true. Auntie and I have at least come to a consensus on the most important thing.
Ya katanya si Xilonen cuma memiliki 20% pengetahuan di menjadi seorang name engraver. Bam, the music. Nice, so banger man.
You know what? I am sick of talking. We can talk about all of this later.
Kita ini kemana? Itu apa cuy itu?
Hey, did you hear a whole section of something collapsing?
It's fine, it's fine. It was just a bunch of very old ancient name record. I kept this set of phlogiston wedges in the back, so it wasn't easy to take out. Come on, let's go disassemble the central...
Kita siapa yang ada di sini? Gak ada sama sekali. Well, it is what it is. I have still dismantled wercome inscription. Okay.
Time to go.
Kita ke atas, Bung.
One with nature.
Nice.
Here we are. This is the place.
This is the place.
This cliff is pretty high. What are we going to do here? Are we going to climb to the very top and then throw this inscription down the cliff?
I'm sure she don't know what she's doing.
I'm going to use phlogiston to make an engraving circle on the cliff wall. That will allow me to investigate the... Now let me see if this thing can even turn on. I was still in a... Before we attempt to engrave the inside pattern of an ancient name with phlogiston, we always use this to draw out the... Only after we've confirmed that phlogiston can flow properly through the internal engravings, can we start formally working on the small internal engravings of the... If we want to dismantle the central inscription in a non-destructive manner, we'll have to use this thing. I really don't want to.
Oh, so you'll be able to see what it looks like on the inside without ruining Tlasoli's inscription?
For the most part. If it were just an ordinary unfinished ancient name piece, I'd just take it apart and pour phlogiston into the internal engravings, but since it's a central inscription, it would be better not to destroy the blessing.
So, Xilonen, does this central inscription fall under the 20% you understand about ancient names, or the other 80% you don't understand?
There's 80% chance that is part the 20%. Jadi 20% ini akan projectnya 20% akan succeed.
Oh, don't worry. As I said, Auntie and I share an understanding of the most important principle, which is names are intrinsically valuable. Only by having names can things be sorted and categorized. They allow the world to become more orderly and identifiable. For example, when I order ore, I would usually say I need volcanic crystals of about 35% purity and no more than 3% of impurities. Without specific names, I would only be able to go to the ore merchant and say, I want this and this. No, this isn't it. That one. No, not that
This
one
is
either.
me.
Yeah, you see what I mean? Names are a crucial part of how we standardize our workflow. Without names, the work would be impossible.
I see. Does make sense. Technical.
Yes, because forging ancient names is first and foremost a technical job. There's no debating that. As for the question of why it's important, as long as it does not affect your ability to perform your work, you'll gradually understand it as you put the process into practice.
You really care about efficiency above all else.
After all, creating an ancient name is quite the complicated process. Well, let me break it down even further. We're not in the tribe right now anyway. Essentially, by forging ancient names, I'm assigning nicknames to the heroes in Natland. Giving someone a name is a subjective expression. You just need to express your hopes and wishes, but giving someone a nickname is a much more objective expression. To come up with a fitting and accurate nickname requires much thought and observation.
I see. Jadi ya membuat suatu wercome jadi ancient names itu hal yang objektif karena bisa dipakai, tapi subjektifnya itu apa pendapat orang lain gitu di story-nya gitu. Jadi itu subjektif karena itu bisa bias gitu. Gampangnya gitu, ngomongnya gitu.
If ancient names or nicknames aren't descriptive enough, no one will remember them anyway.
Nah, that's it.
So the best I can do is gather all the information I could and try to come up with the most fitting nicknames. Even a minor mistake in the process could cause people to misunderstand the nickname. For a name engraver such as myself, such mistakes would be considered a major blunder.
See, your nicknames need more talk and surface and Paimon.
Paimon isn't trying to come up with a nickname for Xilonen. Besides, all of Paimon's nicknames have been very descriptive. Everyone can remember them.
Yeah, it's like bullchucker. Bullchucker, you bullchucker. Atau mungkin Master Diluc. Bukan. Apalagi ya, lupa gua. Yang gua inget cuman bullchucker si itu.
Phew. Now I'm curious. Why don't you come up with one for me?
Are you serious?
Of course. This is also my line of work, you know.
A nickname? Xilonen. Well, she uses phlogiston to forge weapons and make names for others.
You will better make a good one.
Smith?
Yeah, not bad, and quite fitting too. I'll remember it. But you should keep observing my work, Paimon. Maybe you'll come up with an even better nickname. Right, okay. Time to
Okay.
make like a smith and
See.
start smithing. Watch closely.
Si Xilonen itu kayak orangnya sabar banget bro. Beneran bro, sabar banget orangnya. So really sabar banget. Understanding banget, terus asik juga. Oke, gue jadi kayak gimana ya? Nambah skill ngomong gue kayaknya nambah nih gara-gara ngomong sama si Xilonen ini. Active your elemental ini.
Bring it.
Oh ini
Adjust the inclination by 2 degrees. Stop. The error margin is within an acceptable amount, but I'll extend the inscription link a little more just to be safe.
Okay.
I'll leave some space here. When the linked engravings are activated, the inscriptions here will overlap with each other.
Ih, keren juga cuy, bisa mundur.
And there. That should complete the flow.
Okay, good. Wow.
Amazing, Xilonen! You were running all over that cliff as if it was flat ground!
Oh no, it doesn't have anything to do with my tribe. It's just the phlogiston adhesive I have on my shoes. But after all that running around, I'll have to infuse them with more phlogiston again. Huh. I should prepare a spare supply of phlogiston to bring with me next time.
Jadi itu cuman sebuah trik aja, bukan suatu gifted atau natural gifted gitu. That's just only a trick, man. Dia biasanya katanya dia melumuri sepatunya gitu, atau mungkin sandalnya atau heelnya itu logis. Bim salah Bim jadi apa? Prok.
Whoa! A super huge diagram just appeared! Tlasoli's central inscription is even floating!
Memuat informasi. After some time the blast of Pakistan. Yes. Entahlah. And the central inscription returned to Xilonen's hands.
So are you done checking the inscription, Xilonen?
I didn't find any anomalies in the phlogiston engraving. All the adjustments are indeed based on ancient name engraving techniques.
So you're saying that everything's normal?
That means we can help Tlasoli and...
Well, probably, but I have good news and bad news. Oh, but I'm also just going to go ahead and share both, so it's not like you'll have it.
Paimon will cover her ears after the good news.
Well, even if you cover your ears, the issue will still continue to exist. But, what are your thoughts on absorbing memories?
It somehow doesn't seem right. Because it necessitates the same nature, but it somehow doesn't seem right because people lost memories, that's all, man.
I knew you felt the same way, and that'll save me some initial explanation. I've never been very good at that anyway. It's hard to control the absorption of memories. Technically speaking, this type of inscription has the power to do far more than absorb memories related to... By herself, Auntie can't handle that level and scope of work, but if she has accomplices...
Accomplices? You make it sound...
Well, here's the good news. Yes, this blaze gem inscription would be the perfect tool to commit crimes, but we haven't found any accomplices or signs that she intends to put it to such uses. From a purely objective standpoint, we can consider that possibility as yet to be confirmed. The bad news is, there's still an underlying problem. I believe I've mentioned this before. Ancient names operate with the help of the yoww, granting them the power to read information. In this process, the yoww actually function like relays, helping the ancient name bearer sense the information from within. If you remove the yoww from the process and don't use any tools, then trying to scoop up a specific grain of sand from a rushing river.
Trying to scoop up a specific grain of sand from a rushing river. That is so really complicated. Tanpa bantuan si yoww. So you will most likely drown.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Anyone who attempts to do so will likely lose most of their cognitive function or become a babbling madman who talks to themselves all day long. Now, let's consider the memories that Auntie has gathered as the ley line, and Nechka as the only ancient name bearer of this ley line. There's no way Auntie would let Nechka plunge into the river of memories without any tools. She'd only be overwhelmed by the surge of memory. And considering that Nechka has forgotten all of her past, she'll be unable to... Only Aunt Tlasoli can help her filter the correct memories of her past. So, if my hypothesis is correct, Auntie is actually planning on turning herself into Nechka's yoww to help her extract the corresponding memories in the different situations she may face.
I see.
In an ideal world, this would be perfectly fine, as long as every extracted memory is correct. Nichka would essentially be getting her past back.
Jadi ini kayak gini ya. Si Nesha mempunyai kosong pikiran. Nol. Dia adalah seorang yang kayak bukunya kosong gitu. Dan si ibunya itu mau ngasih informasi banyak hal ke Neska. Dan kemudian, tapi di tengah-tengahnya ibunya tuh berinisiasi. Ini ibunya di tengah-tengah, ini informasi yang akan datang, dan ini si Neska. Nah makanya ini harusnya si Wayop, tapi ibunya. Tapi ini yang action itu adalah si Trazoli gitu. Jadi gimana ya? Jadi ya ini si ibunya tadi berlagak menjadi seorang Wayop gitu. Dan memfilter semua informasinya. Kemudian informasi yang didapat tadi sudah setelah difilter kemudian dimasukkan ke kertas kosong si Neska gitu sih. Jadi kayak suatu tools untuk mengekstrak memori yang benar dan memori yang salah gitulah.
And I also believe that there won't be any mistakes in everything that Auntie remembers about Nichka. But Auntie is not a Wayab. Her body won't be able to handle the load for long.
Dan itulah mengapa si Wayab adalah seorang tool yang sungguh-sungguh tool yang keren banget, yang joss banget, yang udah terbukti. Tapi si ini adalah si Auntie ini cuman prototype dan ini masih belum dicoba gitu sih. Dan ya bisa jadi ini kan mengekstrak semua informasi tadi itu membayar dengan nyawanya sendiri. Maybe.
How can we solve this problem? No matter how we try, Tlasoli will...
Yeah, she will die.
Names are blessings for the future from people standing in the past. I've also made up my mind. Come.
I see. Oke, kita dikit-dikit aja bre ya, sorry ya. Karena ya ini 45 dan gua juga lapar di sini. Gua mungkin ya Gua ya end aja di sini ya, teman-teman. Thank you banget ya. Kita udah 1 jam lebih di sini. Dan thank you for watching me here. Run. Dan jangan lupa, don't forget to always stay objective. See you, Run. Bye-bye.
Water comes